Hey guys, welcome to Galaxy Sparkles, where I turn imagination into reality. Thank you for tuning in and giving me a few minutes of your time. Leave a comment below and let me know how my craftsmanship has came along. Also like and share this video. And if you'd like to watch my progression as a one-stop shop, subscribe and let us take the journey together. Galaxy Sparkles. Good morning, guys. It is Friday, January 31st, 2025. I cannot believe January is damn near gone. I mean, it has just moved and gone. Unbelievable how fast time seems to be moving, guys. Speaking of moving and going fast, guys, can you believe that Earth spins little over 1,000 miles per hour from west to east? That is so unreal. You know that I've got so much inside I'd like to talk about so much, but it's only one day at a time, guys. For me, it's like you got to crawl before you walk, walk before you run before you jump, jump before you fly before you learn to time jump. Parallel universes, time travel. Guys, your views may not align with my views, but through my experiences through life, the things I've seen, the things I've heard, the things I've experienced, it would take some very significant evidence to convince me what is inside of me, my understanding of certain things that is inside of me. You would have to convince me with some significant evidence that what I know is false, that it's a lie. You would just have to. I'm having trouble with this tape, guys. I'm trying to get this tape so I can get to this brand new copper. But to get off, I'm totally getting off subject, guys. I got so much I want to tell. I have so much inside of me. I have turned life into a game, guys. Ever since a child, I've turned life into a game. My religion that I was born with, that was given to me, I've had to break all programs inside of me and completely reprogram myself from everything, guys. Every single thing I had to reprogram because of just things that happened to me throughout life, and just learning and beginning to open and see my truth. It may not be your truth, but it's my truth, guys. It's my view. It's my understanding. The universe inside of me is my understanding. It's not meant for you, but I'm just trying to relay my universe inside of me out to you. And the only way I know how to do that is through my craft, through my work, and just subjects that I understand. And you may not fully understand, and we got to get back on the subject of today's themed ring, guys. And this is called the gravity ring. This is the gravity ring, guys. And until recently, like I said, I have turned life into a game. And I used to use the Gravitron, kind of like a parallel. I used to use the Gravitron at a carnival ride as how I understood how gravity worked. But I was completely wrong, guys. Completely wrong. And just through my searches and researches, I've unlocked certain doors and things and knowledge to the truth of how gravity actually works. And I also use like the Funhouse mirrors as parallel universes, how we have multiple versions of ourselves. That's a whole nother thing that I would like to get into later on, but it's only one step at a time, guys. I only can take one step at a time, trying to teach and learn my universe inside, trying to show one day at a time. So let's get back to the gravity, guys. We gotta stay on subject, man. I got so much inside of me and I just want to let it all out at once. But guys, you cannot let shit like this all out at once because you would look crazy and wild and whatever. Not that I care if I look crazy, guys, because you don't understand my community that I've been in. I've let it all hang out, boys. I mean, literally my pecker and all, I've let it all hang out, Jack. And anyhow, let's get back to this damn gravity, guys. How gravity actually works is mass. Earth is one big mass. And as we rip through space-time, I used to think it had something to do with the spin, but that's actually the magnetic field, which is another subject that we can later on discuss. But let's just say Earth don't even spin, guys. Let's just ripping through the fabric of space-time, Earth ripping through space-time, and it creates a wake, like behind a boat, guys, how it creates a wake. So as Earth is ripping through space-time, it's pushing gravity against Earth, which holds us down. Does that make sense? And being that the moon is even a smaller mass than Earth, as it rips through space, as it rips through the fabric of space-time, being that it's a smaller mass, it doesn't have near the gravity, which is why you see the astronauts, which I think was a fake back in whatever year they first landed. I think that's a whole nother subject as well. That's why there's less gravity and they're able to float around and all that good stuff. But that's kind of how I understand through Einstein's relativity and all that stuff, I finally figured out whenever it was how gravity actually works, guys. And in the future, we'll talk about the magnetic field and how it works and all that stuff. If you don't know, I have so much inside of me, guys, and all this is leading up to space-time. This is all leading up to parallel universes, jump in time travel, time jumps, time splits, all this stuff, guys. It's all connected, guys. It's all connected. And anyway, today we're going to build the gravity ring, and let's get started. I got my copper unwound here, and we're about to get started, so you all hang tight. Here we go. All right, guys, I thought I had better bring y'all along. I done got so excited and wrapped up in my own mind and my own feelings and emotions and digging through all that stuff, unlocking things, and I forgot to bring y'all along. So this is the beginning stages of the gravity ring. I got all the material made up, and we're going to use some leftover material over here to finish creating this thing. It's a pretty cool what I got inside my mind. I'm not exactly sure how I'm going to make the ring itself. I'm thinking about cutting it short on both ends and wrapping a solid wire at the bottom, connecting a solid piece of copper to the bottom but anyway, we'll see what happens here in a minute, and I'm going to put a little more imagination into this thing and kind of see how I want to move it forward through space-time, boys. Through the fabric of space-time, we're going to see how we're going to throw our imagination in there, boys. Here we go. Y'all hang tight. Here we go. All right, guys, we got our ring shaped around the mandrel. It's spread the fabric space-time. This part actually represents space-time itself. The fabric of space-time. You understand? It's the fabric, and we sit in the fabric. Earth sits in the fabric, which creates the gravity as it moves through, guys. Does that make any sense? So anyway, this part of the ring, the top part right here, actually represents the fabric space-time, guys. That's what it represents. So here we go. I got to connect me a bottom piece right there because the ring's just a little short, and I'm not quite sure which finger we're actually going to set it on. It's looking like it's probably going to look real good on the pinky, so we're probably going to just install the piece right there, and we'll move on to our bezel, guys. I got a very cool idea for the bezel. I haven't never done one like this before. Anyway, guys, it's going to be amazing. I don't know how it's actually going to turn out, but either way, it's going to be amazing, guys. So here we go. Y'all hang tight. Here we go. All right, guys, this is what I've got set up this far. So It's going to be very interesting trying to get this piece of stick solder to bounce on that. Hopefully there's enough solder on the ring itself to suck up to it, to stick to it while I dribble this on, because I mean, it's pretty technical. This is pretty technical right here. It's pretty interesting. Gaining some serious XP points today, guys. So here we go. Let's unlock some more doors. Here we go. Let's unlock them. Like I said, I hope there's enough solder on that ring, which there should be. It should melt right to it, but we're gonna try to dribble some on there as we start. Here we go. This is a moment of truth. All right, it's stuck on there, boys. Let's get this other side. Uh-oh. Come on. Yeah. Yeah. All right, we're going to pull the heat away. Well, nice, boys. That's nice. That's some serious XP points right there, guys. That's stepping up your game right there, Jack. That's what I'm talking about. Step up. Here we go. Y'all hang tight. We're going to do a little sand and smooth all this out. And we're going to begin doing what we do around here, turning imagination into reality, guys. Y'all hang tight. All right, guys, I got that piece made up in there. It kind of, I was trying to blend it in, and it got a little too thin because it was high on one side. And so when I was trying to blend it into the other side of the ring, it got a little thin. So I took another piece and I actually laid it over the top of that. If it was a little bit wider, it'd be a lot better, but I definitely learned how to blend 3 different types of copper into one, and it actually turned out pretty good on this side. I could go a little bit further, but if I could get that zoomed in there real close, you could see how thin I got that very first piece, because it was just a little out of cattywampus when it lined up against the ring, and when I was trying to blend it with the sander, it got super thin. So anyway, just living and learning, boys. That's what we do around here. Live and learn. Grow a little bit better every day, and we definitely gained some XP points on this ring today so far. So we're going to move on. We're going to begin building the bezel and everything that's going to go with it. Like I said, I have an idea of how we're going to rock and roll this ring. The Earth does spin from west to east, a little over 1,000 miles per hour. And that's why the sun rises up on the east, boys. So here we go. Y'all hang tight. We're rocking and rolling. All right, guys, here we are. We are going to solder up the bezel to the gravity ring. So let's do some dripping, some of that dripping technique, guys. I got it set in there real nice, and I'm just going to try to heat it up and just do some dribbling on there without touching it, because if it moves, it's going to foul it all up, boys. So we're just going to do a little dribbling and see what happens here. Oh, man, that's what I was afraid of right there, Jack. Damn. All right, y'all hang tight. Let me regroup. All right, guys, we have finished the gravity ring. The gravity ring. This represents Earth. We have the Atlantic Ocean. We have the Pacific Ocean, the line right in between where the waters do not mix. You can actually see the 2 different types of waters right at the line where the Atlantic and the Pacific meet. And for whatever reasons that we're not going to get into right now, they do not cross. They do not, there's different elements inside them water that does not, kind of like, they doesn't allow them to mix. So this ring does represent Earth. This round part represents Earth, the Atlantic Ocean, the Pacific Ocean, and right at the line where they're unable to meet, and we are flying through the fabric of space-time, guys, creating gravity on Earth, which holds us down. So that's that for today, guys. Oh, I also had to rechange the bottom of this ring because whenever I was soldering it all up, it came apart, and it actually became a lot better uniform. I took it to the sander and really uniformed it up real nice. You know, as soon as I get a polisher, guys, I can definitely get all these sand marks off and really clean this up. This might have turned into a B ring today, very close to a B ring, because I mean, it's just absolutely, it's pretty uniform for me, guys. I'm just coming along. I'm becoming a better version of myself every day. All this compound interest of learning over the years is really beginning to open up. As like I said, I turn this life of mine into a game, and as I progress, it's opening doors as I go, and the compound interest is beginning to really open up and really stack up fast, guys. I mean, with this new AI stuff I hear, and it's just so unbelievable. But anyway, guys, that's that for today. I'm going to grade this ring a C, and we're going to leave it at that. So here we go, guys. I'm going to leave you a huge energy ball, guys. Just like every day, I'm going to leave you this huge energy ball full of energy, full of imagination, full of joy, full of love, and full of connectedness. Coming at you. All right, guys, catch that if you can. If you see it coming at you, better brace yourself, because it'll change you. It'll change you dramatically. So brace yourself if you see it coming. And if it hits you, good for you, guys. Here we go. Y'all hang tight. We'll see you tomorrow.